Hi guys, how are you guys doing? All right, welcome, good afternoon. I'll be on shortly, but I want to do this one here. We're going to cover it in more detail, but I just want to come on and say this. So, right here it says, don't do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. Philippians 4:6. Verse 4:6. All right, so that's what it says there. So I think that was befitting for this section here with Anthony and Amber. So Amber's up by the back there, gazebo, relaxing herself, looking at the pool, you know what I mean? It is really nice. She likes the water and she just relaxing. Then Mr. Dalton decided to come outside and have the word with her and ask her, how does it feel to lose her faith? So we're here, so we're going to watch it together. Let me just add it to the stage here. Okay, and there we go. So,
How does it feel to lose your faith?
I wouldn't know because I haven't lost my faith.
all right. So remember, Anthony was wearing that T-shirt. Says God has a plan. A lot of people is very excited that Amber is with Dave. She's leaving because she's over this marriage, and plus she's being disrespectful. Amber is sleeping every night at Dave's house. It looks like now, and she's coming home in the daytime, and then she's claiming that she is Mrs. Dalton, and she is Mrs. Dalton for real. So Anthony comes and says, "You can take your things, you can go, because we're not gonna have that up in my house." And he says, and she says, "Stop there, Anthony. This is my house." So it is their house. They both live there, so it's for both of them. And Anthony is lashing out at her because she's being disrespectful. In real life, so that can't happen. Those things can't happen. In real life, it's situation like this, people will be changing locks and whatever, and then the sheriff or whoever have to come in, or the state troopers, they have to come in, and then them have to have mediator or whatever to let you know, says you can separate, but you still live in the same house. You stay at one end and the other person stay at the other end. So that's what I'm seeing right now. But with Amber, she is just doing her own thing. She is just blatantly being naughty with her husband, disrespectful, actually. Disrespectful, true and true. And everybody is just angry. They're not mad at what she's doing to Anthony, of course. At the end of the day, she's committing adultery. They are both in a marriage. And yes, she can go out and do her thing because she's legally separated by law in the eyes of the court, but in the eyes of the God, she's still committing adultery because she is still legally married to Mr. Dalton, and he refused to sign the paper because he said he loves her. If he loves her, he has to put her first. He has to step up and be the man that she says he should be. He should be the head of the house. And Anthony hasn't been acting like that. Anthony hasn't been protecting her. In another video, he says if that Ernestine is disrespecting him and she's not protecting him, right? I don't feel protected. That's what Amber was saying to Anthony also. You're not protecting me when Darren, when Tiari, when Shayla, when Miss Shauna, and when Ben, all of those people come at me, you do not protect me. And now Anthony stand up in the kitchen, blatantly lied that if the foot was on the other shoe, he would have protected her. He would not. Anthony have not protected Amber, period. And I call a spade here. Anthony has never protected Amber. I've never seen him protect her against Rolanda, against Wayne, anybody. He has not. So now Ernestine comes into this man house, disrespecting him, and he just get into a hissy fit. And then Amber check him and says, "Why are you being so disrespectful to my family?" And he says, "You do not protect me." But I laugh when I got that scene when Anthony says, "You never protect." But I would have protected you. And I say, "Anthony, you lied." Oh my God. Anthony blatantly lied right there. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day there. So I had to take a good laugh. I think he did that purposely for us to laugh because we all know Anthony does not protect Amber. He was supporting her in nothing. So that's why they're here where they are right now because of the cheating past and everything comes um, falling over, and this is where we're at. So they let him wear the t-shirt, God has a plan. And I'm here thinking in myself, has this God plan activated? Yes, it did activated when he repented of all his sins, all his wrongdoing, sleeping with Shayla, and when he also have a child with Shayla, and then he didn't put Amber first because even with them honeymoon, and Anthony didn't have no money for the honeymoon. Guys, Anthony did not have no money for the honeymoon. His Dale and tell him says, okay, go on the business trip and just turn it into a honeymoon. And that's all. Amber was on that honeymoon with Wayne, Roland, him, and Amber. And Amber didn't want to go because she says, this is our honeymoon. Why do you need to take your business partner? Why you want our exes in our life and we're starting afresh? At least she was really there. And then him says, baby, I didn't know and whatever, but he was not honest then. She come into the marriage not honest, and he was lying there that he didn't have any money. So you see, two peas in a pot. And I will stick to that. All right, so back to this. Anthony says God left her. Hear what? Let's see what Amber asked us to say when she answered that.
Because I haven't lost my faith.
I know. You definitely lost your faith.
Oh, she lost her faith.
Because one thing that you taught me, she told me that faith is a belief that something can end. If you believe it can end, it makes that you still have the faith that you can get through it.
And he's correct. He is correct there. With faith, you can get through anything. And that's what she taught him. Not him taught her. She taught him. Because Amber used to wear the pants in that also. Right? Because Anthony has never been man enough to stand up for what he believes in. But God is using Anthony now to give the word. Do you believe God is using Anthony to reach Amber? Since Amber's heart is broken and she has turned away from God. She haven't left God. She just turned her back on God for now because she is in the flesh, right? So that is what's happening, and this is what we're seeing right now. And he was very serious. It looks like he's been praying, guys. It looks like Anthony start reading the Bible without us knowing. They're not showing that part. But for him to come outside here, when Anthony there is lashing out, that is his flesh, you know what I mean, speaking. But this was a really heartfelt moment for him to really dive into the nitty-gritty of what's happening. So God putting the word into his mouth, because normally Anthony doesn't know anything about this. God is putting
that you could get through this. So I'm gonna ask you again, how does it feel to lose your faith?
I haven't.
And don't give me no church answer, no PC answer. Just keep it real with me. I think I know how you feel, how it feels.
Okay, all right. So he's asking her, how does it feel to lose your faith? Guys, please let me know what the PC stand for because I don't know what that stand for. All right, so public, I'm going to be, anyway, let me know what the PC stand for. Do you guys agree with Anthony? I'd like you guys to comment on that. Just take your feelings out of it. We're watching two married couple. The wife wants a divorce, and that is Amber, and Anthony is refusing to sign the paper. And he says he loves her very much. And it looks like God has activated, God plan has been activated, but it's coming slowly. First they're bickering, fighting, arguing, and then he's coming at her friend. And now he's sitting down calmly, and she's sitting there calmly. You know, she likes to watch the water and so forth. And he's asking her a serious question. Do you guys agree with Anthony? Amber had lost faith. And the reason, do you think Amber lost faith because she thought he's still sleeping with Shayla again, that he started sleeping with Shayla again? Do you think that's what triggers her? Why she want this divorce? Why she's feeding her flesh with Dave? And Shayla is still an X Factor. Melissa is also X Factor, and Dave is also X Factor. Do you guys agree with that? Please let me know in the comment below, okay? And Anthony is going to say something really profound, and I just want him to say that for you. Wow, that's
It's
deep.
better just to walk through life with no accountability.
Guys, that is deep. You hear what he says? To have faith and to not have faith. So when you not have faith, you walk through life without accepting accountability. You don't have accountability. That is why Amber is moving the way she's moving. She's being disrespectful to him because she's not, remember, in her mind, she said she's not married. From she signed the divorce papers, she said, and asking for the divorce, she just checked out of that marriage. And now she's not taking no accountability what she's doing. That's why she's disrespecting him. So let's see what happens going forward from here. But those are words of wisdom, words of the wise. God put those words into Anthony's mouth because trust me, Anthony doesn't know these words. And when you go to God and you become and you're fellowshipping with him, he will put the words into your mouth.
It's good for us.
What he's saying to her is touching her, it's resonating her. That's why I moved the video back to here so you guys can see what is happening. Amber is hearing, she's listening. It's not going through 1 year that come through. That's what I'm seeing at this moment. I do not know if there'll be a follow-up stick when I go on at 4:30, if we're gonna get to see that. But I'm here telling you guys, this is powerful, this is touching. Amber looks like tears is in her eyes also. But you know what? She taught him well. And I hope this is gonna be a new turnaround for these two couple. Let's see, or maybe they're gonna go back into bickering because one thing I know, a lot of people don't want them together, and a lot of people do want them together because right now the audience is split. And what is for her, no man put us under. So if they're gonna let these two stick together, they have to teach us, oh, it can get really, really bad till it can get better. And I think they're gonna use Anthony's and Amber's, the Dalton situation, into redemption, repentance, and power of forgiveness for both of them. And I hope that's where they're going. And if it goes the other way, that's fine too, right? At least they can part as friends. But I think the writers are going to keep the Daltons together. If I'm wrong, I'll let you guys know I am wrong. All right. But I do love this. This is powerful message here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Guys, please like this video. Please watch the video. If you didn't get to watch the premiere, please go back and watch the video, please. I do need you guys. Please hit the like button. Okay, guys. And also share, comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next upload. Sharon Review is out for now. Bye for now, guys. See you later.